Hey ladies, this is Mocha Mommy here, bringing you another video, and I'm so tired of talking about black women in buses, but I need to know if y'all are watching these Stanley Cup finals. Now, I did watch the All-Star game, right, with Ovechkin and his son for the All Skills tournament. It was so cute, Ovechkin and his son, they both love hockey, they both got the same number of teeth, they did a little trick shot together, it was very cute. But anyway, my boss started this rivalry back up because he was wearing LA Kings gear to work. And so, of course, we always have our little back and forth. So I had just started tuning back into Stanley Cup coverage, knowing that Dallas is still in it. And both New York teams, where I'm from, the Islanders and the Rangers, were in contention for the Cup. The New Jersey Devils are also still in the running. Now, shout out to content creator Computer and Coin, who's been covering this series with the New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes on her channel. You can probably hear it in the background. I'm just catching the end of the third period. And it was real interesting because when I watched the game the other day, when I watched game 3, it was 4-8. 4-8. Let me tell you something. I have taken the train at least, 3-4 times to go down and see like a New Jersey Devils game. And I don't remember ever seeing New Jersey Devils score 8 goals in the 3 times that I saw them. So game 3 on Sunday, they did well. But today it looked like they must have just left all the goals on the field because it's 6-1 right now. And it's only a few minutes left in the third period. So I think they might have to hang it up. But shout out to Computer and Coin and her team. I want to stay on code, but I got to talk a little bit of mess. So some of you ladies are very young and you may not remember this, but the coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, he leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth in New York because he came to a team called the Philadelphia Flyers back in the day. And see, we were under the impression that French Canadians were nice people, but Coach Rod would punch you in the face in 2 languages. Okay. Ron Brind'Amour. He roughed up quite a few Rangers in his day. And so now here he is, the coach of, the Carolina Hurricanes, and they seem to be doing well. And this Stanley Cup is very, very interesting because I don't think there's a single front runner. Like you always kind of expect Dallas Stars, you always kind of expect Las Vegas Knights, but the Oilers are in it for the first time in a long time. The Maple Leafs are in it for a while. The Rangers and the Islanders were in it. So the Seattle Kraken still in it. And it's just real interesting. It's just an interesting series. Boston was leading the NHL the whole season. And here they are out of the playoffs. So it could be anybody's playoff. So it's going to be really exciting. So puck drop is going to be in about an hour. So I'm going to really check that out to see how Dallas does. But in the meantime, I want you ladies to just check this out because I want you to notice like just the culture around the game. The sponsor of this year's NHL Stanley Cup Finals is Mass Mutual, which is a financial service company, okay? So it just goes to show you the fan base that gets advertised to. And so there's 2 Tampa Bay Lightning players in this commercial, and it's very funny, but it's just very, very, very interesting, the coverage and the advertisements, like even the official drink of the NHL, BioSteel, compared to other sports drinks like Gatorade or Powerade. It's just very interesting. I just want you ladies to really just notice the sponsors, notice the commercials, notice the culture around it. I tend to think, this is my opinion, okay, teams in the North, right, above the Mason-Dixon and the Canadian teams, they seem to have like a steady rumble, like a level of intensity, right? Like an intense rumble in their stadiums, whereas opposed to the teams in the South, it's like a lot more of a lively kind of crunk, like party atmosphere. And shout out to PK Subban wearing his best Jalen Rose lace front. He's actually been very funny for a lot of his commentary. He's actually been very funny, and I appreciate it. And it was really good to see Mark Messier because Mark Messier has given us Rangers fans a lot of good years, even though he's looking a little bit like Skeletor from He-Man now that he's aging. But anyway, it's just been really refreshing to just catch up on this game. And I want you ladies to just notice the culture around it, the commercials, just the crowd and the cultures around the crowd, how many Canadian accents you hear when people get excited. But it's just, and also too, I think that content creator in my world made a really good point. How it seems as if, they have a lot of problems pronouncing Black people's names, but there have not been any difficulties pronouncing the names of many of these players who are Swedish, German, Eastern European. Is just very interesting. But anyway, it's just been a pretty fun series, and I feel like it's anybody's game. So ladies, check it out. And also I will leave the links in the description to the Mass Mutual commercial, which is very funny, and also to Computer and Coins TikTok. If you want to get some really good commentary, she's doing a very good job of breaking it down and using a lot of the terminology and key players for her respective team, and they mean coach. So this is Mocha Mommy, and I'll see you in the next video.